Lactating females burn a lot of calories for you.
I'm not gonna disagree. If I keep getting pregnant, maybe I'll go back to high school weight.
Yeah, so it may have become apparent that I'd maybe gained a little bit of weight, and that was not because I had gained a huge amount of weight, but it was in fact because I was pregnant.
I want to get pregnant, so I lactate.
Did you just say you want to get pregnant?
So I can lactate, so
I
I lose
heard
weight.
it. I'm still stuck on I want to get pregnant. There's a lot that goes with that.
With nipples all over the body.
Yes.
Because that's something that you've desired in all animals.
When babies are born and you are here watching that, one of the most stressful periods of time is when you're waiting for the baby to nurse for the first time. This is a red panda, this is a giraffe, this is an elephant, and they go for the elbows, then they go for the ears, then they go for the butt. And it just seems like it would make sense that as mammals have evolved, that they just have nipples all over them so you don't have to stress about it, right?
I don't think that's a good reason to have nipples all over your body. It's still gonna make them latching equally concerning.
No, because they'll bump into the elbow and be like, oh, there's a nipple.
I'm fine with how the system has been built.
I kind of like what nipples are right now.
It's my opinion.
You know, each to their own.
Look at all this browse.
Hey.
Hey, Jen. How are you? You still coughing? Oh. Sweetie. Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, that was a big one.
We have two mooses. We have OG and we have Bertha. And Bertha, her mom was chased off a bridge by a bear and injured herself and had to be put down. And that's why Bertha was an orphan. So she's not our typical moose orphan that's been abandoned by mom and so probably has something wrong. Bertha's always been, you know, Bertha. She's just cruised along. She's very sweet. She's a very vocal moose. So most of the year, you know, if you're asking her to do something, she kind of, the moose go, roo, 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 roo. They make really, you know, fun noises. She'll get very vocal with us when she doesn't really want to do something. So I love Bertha. She's always been in good health, but now she's had this intermittent cough.
This is what it sounds like when a moose coughs. Coughing isn't normal at all for moose. Occasionally, if you hear like them clearing their throat or something after they eat, but we hear coughing pretty much every single day.
You're beautiful. Thinking about this all night long, I was like, I am not gonna sleep. I am not gonna sleep. I'm not gonna sleep. It makes you lose sleep every night, especially when she started to cough. Bertha is very special. All moose are special to me because they are my favorite animals. I love them all. I tend to sort of love the ones that I helped hand rear. I, you know, of course, love her. I love her more than anything.
I feel like the orphans that come in they really just kind of push us to our limits because we know they could die. And emotionally, it's very taxing to work with an animal every day that you know might not make it. And so when they do, when you're over the hump, when they're 6 and 7 years old, you don't worry as much anymore because you think you're in good health, you're looking good. So for this to pop up, especially with an animal that's been healthy her whole life, it really, I think, is kind of a trigger for us and we get a little worried.
Oh, her mouth is open a little bit. You poor baby.
All right, sweetie, you can go out with OG. Go in.
This past week, her coughing took a little bit of a turn with her tongue would stick out and kind of stay out. Could it be something simple? Does she have allergies? You know, could it be something more significant? So when I took the video of her coughing with her tongue hanging out, I sent it on to Dr. Youngie. He decided that he wanted to give her some antibiotics, and at some point we'd like to schedule her for an immobilization to get a better look. So it's not quite as nerve-wracking as immobilizing a large carnivore. But if we were to immobilize her,
Good girl, Bertha.
she's 700 pounds. It's gonna be an all hands on deck kind of day. We're gonna need the whole team there. It's a lot. And just the amount of time that she's been coughing without us being able to figure out how to fix that is a little concerning.
Yeah, I'm very nervous, very scared. I have great anxiety about this. So I'm hoping everything goes smoothly and we find out what is wrong with her so that we can treat it with the proper treatment.
Now we're cooking with fire. Good.
Oh. She's growly, huh?
Yeah, she's feisty.
Hi. Oh, I can see it better now.
Yeah.
Honey, what did you do? So Torvi is one of our young lynx sisters. We noticed in 2018, we had just recently brought Torvi in, and we discovered that she had a broken jaw. And the surgeon plated her jaw, so she's got a plate that goes along her jawline with little screws in it. But then this morning, we noticed what we thought was a little blood smear on her chin. With Torvi, immediately, I think, what's going on with her jawline? Do I need to worry that that plate has started to move? I'm really glad this hasn't impacted your ability to roar and growl at us.
No,
and
she's
hiss.
mad.
Torvi and her sisters, Astrid and Siggy, they came to us from another zoo when they were about 1 year old. They were raised by their mama, and their mom definitely taught them to be feisty little kitties. If you move too quick or talk too loud, they let you know.
I mean, she's acting, this is herself, so
Yeah.
it's not like she's extra grumpy. So I think she's feeling okay, and we're ahead of it, so that's good.
What we do worry about a little bit is infection. So if we're seeing some blood here, did she have an abscess? Is it near that plate? Is it involved with that plate? So in most surgical cases where you need plates or screws, we don't go back in and take those out, but you could.
Hopefully we can just take the plate and a couple of screws out and it just heals up.
The best way for us to assess that is going to be to get our hands on her, get some x-rays, and we're gonna have one of our friends from MedVet come out and assess her as well. What a little trooper she is. And we'll get you all fixed up, lady.
Okay. Oh, she's holding it hard.
It's hard to tell with her not weight-bearing. Do you think she'll let me touch it?
Yeah, you can try touching it. Just be real gentle.
You're doing good. You know.
Oh. It's ouchie. What did you do to yourself? It's okay, baby.
Cora is our newest red panda. She came to us from the Cincinnati Zoo, and she now has 2 cubs. The red pandas are the cutest animals in the world, and their babies are stinking cute. The cubs are almost 2 months old. Right now, they pretty much depend on Cora for all of their nutrition. We planned to weigh the cubs this morning, and when we went in to see Cora and see the pandas, Cora was not using her right front leg at all. Basically 3-legging it, which was not expected and not good.
Does it look swollen to you?
It's a good girl. It's okay.
Doing good. You know.
She was toe touching, as in just literally just putting her toes to the ground, but she really doesn't want to put any weight on that leg.
Yeah, I think we just need to check it out.
You need to check it out, Christy.
I was afraid you were going to say that.
I mean, it could be a sprain. It could be something soft tissue. It absolutely could be, but the way she's holding it, the worst case scenario is that there is some kind of fracture there. On the whole, red pandas aren't really clumsy creatures. They are so well adapted to climbing trees, and they're so flexible and so mobile. So it's really, really unlikely that she fell and lost her balance, but
Who knows? It's Cora. Cora does what Cora wants to do.
Oh God, I hope it's not broken. What's gonna happen if it's like broken? What if she has a broken leg or a broken foot?
We will cross that bridge when we get there. She will be fine, right?
I know Chrissy is really, really nervous about the situation. As you would be, Cora is pretty lame. This situation is complicated by the fact that she does have young cubs. They are nursing. We want to make sure she is not away for them too long.
Come on, sweetheart. The cubs are both almost 2 months old. She needs all 4 of her legs to take good care of them. Right now, they pretty much depend on Cora for all of their nutrition. You're such a good girl. And she also helps them to go to the bathroom. Shutting it.
The fact that we know she can probably climb or she's going to want to climb, it may be a little dangerous, so it may be safer for her to be crated and brought up to the hospital, which is an enclosed space, and then we'll sneak attack her with an injection.
Oh, hi, Heidi.
She's like, hi, what's going on?
What's in the box?
So they're gonna release her, and she may skedaddle around a bit.
Okay.
Have her walk out, distract her with some stuff, and I'm gonna jab her. So just be careful and maybe stay out of her way, just so she doesn't climb up you.
Hi, sweetie. You ready to come out? Hopefully she won't walk too much because she's limping.
What
You
is
want a
this
couple
place?
apples? No?
It's like, I'm gonna go over here real fast.
She's oh.
What is this place? It's like, I'm gonna go over here real fast.
She's oh.
Look at her foot.
Now she's using it. She's not limping at all.
And the lights.
Once the anesthetic injection went in,
I'm fine, guys. I'm fine.
she starts to bear weight.
Look at her go. She's so stinking cute.
So it could be the adrenaline kind of making her override any discomfort. But ultimately, the fact that she was able to weight bear almost completely, Cora was deemed to be an attention seeker at that moment in time.
She's like, I need some more people to fawn over me. I feel as though she might be a bit of a drama queen. She's so cute. Oh gosh, look at her little face.
When she went for her little wander after the injection went in, she was definitely weight bearing, which really gives us hope that it isn't a fracture and she's just tweaked it quite significantly. She's definitely not still out of the woods yet.
Oh, it does feel swollen. Like pretty significantly swollen.
Did you find something?
It's very swollen.
Oh.
On our initial palpation, a lot of swelling, and the swelling was significant to the point that you could press it and your finger kind of depressed into the region.
Yeah, I can see now that you're pressing into the fur.
So it was significantly inflamed, but I couldn't necessarily feel a fracture.
Did they do an x-ray?
Right now.
They haven't done it yet?
No.
Do you feel any brokenness?
I wasn't gonna push too hard. It's just very swollen. So we'll see what the x-ray show.
We're at that point where, oh, great, now something's wrong with the mother. So I always go into, okay, we need to figure out what's gonna happen with the babies if this becomes a long-term thing. These babies are young, they're still nursing. Red panda moms are fantastic moms. And to let them grow up in their habitat is what I would prefer them to do. So I'm kind of on that, why Priya is trying to find out what's wrong with the leg.
All right, everyone, 6 feet. So this is where all the swelling is. So I just want to make sure that these bones are intact, and if they are, I'll start feeling around for a bite wound or something.
Would a sprain look like that?
Yeah, I mean, you would see that joint swelling with the sprain, so it's definitely possible. I think it's normal, guys.
When the x-ray pops up on the screen, I can see that the 2 long bones that I'm the most worried about based on where the swelling is, which is the ulnar and radius, look intact. No obvious fractures, and it's a huge, huge relief.
Yeah, wow, the swelling is really evident when you look at the other one.
We were able to see, though, that she had a significant amount of swelling around that whole part of her leg. So not sure what that's from. We couldn't really find anything for a bite, but there's no guarantee. They have a lot of thick fur on their legs as well, so.
So she needs a lot of anti-inflammatories, let's put it that way.
The plan is to give her an injection of an anti-inflammatory to try and take that swelling down and make her feel more comfortable. And then the intention is to put her back in her habitat with her cubs because they obviously really need their mom. And we hope for the best, and we'll get an update later today. I will show you yesterday's collage, Christy.
That's crazy.
Look at her face.
While we're waiting for Cora to recover, and as we start talking about babies and nursing and all of that stuff, I couldn't help but show Christy, who actually hasn't seen my baby pictures for a while, baby pictures of my baby.
She's so happy.
It's not even right. When will you not be concerned about her anymore?
For now, I think all we can really do is you guys just nutritionally support her. And I'm hoping she'll naturally kick back in a few days. So we'll see how it goes.
The waking up process stresses me out.
Oh, gotcha, gotcha. I think we're gonna see her start to move in about 5-10 minutes.
Generally, with animals that are in a crate and they're waking up from sedation, it's very difficult to tell how awake they really are. So you really have to watch an animal when they're under sedation.
I think she might be my favorite.
Cora's your favorite?
I think so. Really?
I'll take her.
We're about to dart Miss Torvey to get her asleep so we can take a look at that jaw. Hi, Nugget. I know. I know. Where do you want to be?
Torvey isn't really our most participatory cat. So darting is a stressful event for her. We need to get her in a nice enclosed space so that I can get a good shot, but make sure that everybody is safe.
Dart's in.
The dart went well. She's starting to get sleepy right away.
Sleepy kitties have sleepy kitty dreams.
Got her?
In most cases, when an implant is placed, they can often stay there for years, if not forever. Infection is one of the complications and one of the risk factors that we're always looking for whenever we put implants into an animal. So if it wasn't for this infection, we wouldn't be investigating and we wouldn't even think twice about leaving it in.
That's how I carry my cats around at home.
One of the first things we want to do is take x-rays just to see if there's any bone proliferation, if the fracture is healed, and just get a better idea of what's going on with that plate.
Okay, good job.
The plate has been in for about 2 years, so there could be complications like bone growing over the plate, some gingival issues there, so we're not entirely sure what we're gonna face.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. So our initial evaluation of the x-ray shows that everything looks good. The previous jaw fracture has healed, but it's very apparent that there is a draining tract and potentially pus coming from an infection in that region around the plate through the jaw. So it's definitely time to take the plate out. So the next step is to have a really good look at inside that mouth and see how easy it's gonna be to take the plate.
Oh, look. It's like so much legs.
All the legs.
They're just like such weird animals. They're so tall.
So soft.
Whenever we have any of these medical issues, you know, there's a little bit problem solving going on about what the secondary impacts of the plate might be, but at least we know how we're gonna fix it. I think ultimately the plan is to just take it out and it should all resolve. We are anticipating this to be a fairly straightforward, routine plate removal.
So we will clip and prep this area for you and then
Sounds good.
do your thing. We've called in Dr. Barnhart, and he's a veterinary surgeon specialist who's at MedVet. He actually did her surgery 2 years ago when she had that jaw fracture.
You guys okay if I start working?
Yeah.
So that's a little titanium screw.
Awesome.
Good job.
Good job, Screw. For the original surgery, Dr. Barnhart placed a single plate that has 5 separate screws, and those screws kept both parts of the jaw together while it was healing. And now Dr. Barnhart has to take out each individual screw before we can get that plate off.
This one's just being a little tough to get out because of the bone. Now, where
worried it's stripping out the screw head.
Part of the problem is her bone has started to kind of grow over that plate and over some of the screws, making it really challenging to get good exposure.
Stripping out. I'll have to figure out an alternative here. This is gonna sound weird. Is there like a toolbox around here?
Goodness.
I'm worried it's stripping out the screw head. This is gonna sound weird. Is there like a toolbox around here?
Dr. Barnhart is pretty fast and efficient at taking out as many screws as he can. By the time he gets to the 5th screw, he's really struggling to get this screw out.
Stripping out. What I could use is like a small pair of like either like wire cutters or bolt cutters or something like that.
In your home life, I'm sure we've all had a situation where you're putting together a piece of furniture or you take something apart and put it back together and you have a stripped screw. So I can just imagine how very frustrating this situation is.
Bring us a smorgasbord.
Yeah, whatever you got
wire
for wire
cutters.
cutters. Improvising, right? You gotta improvise.
One of the things about zoo medicine is just making sure we're creative and adaptive and, you know, able to change the plan at a moment's notice.
All right, let's see if we can get these to fit in the hole.
We have this small window of time to do this work with this animal, and how do we accomplish that when someone's thrown a wrench in our plans? Or a stripped screw?
Sparks.
Do I need to go get a fire extinguisher? Hang out, stand here?
At this point, we've tried everything we can. We've asked for all the tools that we might possibly have, and this plate is not moving.
What do you think about? I mean, I am fine with ending this procedure today and repeating it again when we have more materials, as long as the team feels that's okay as well.
Yeah, I can just close this up. All right, sweetie.
We make the decision that if the plate remains in Torvi's mouth for another couple of weeks, it's not gonna hurt her in any way.
Fluffy, fluffy, fluffy girl.
Sorry.
And that seems to be the best solution for the problem we have at hand, to give us more time to plan and to make sure we have everything set for the next procedure.
Hi, Stinker. I have to keep it on.
It's the law.
It's mandated.
White-bellied tree pangolins, they're incredible animals. Most people don't know what they even are. They're very elusive. Some are nocturnal. They can hide very well. They can roll up into a tiny ball and be very small. They live in the trees. Some of them live underground. All pangolins are either endangered, critically endangered, or vulnerable. The most trafficked wildlife in the world.
Do you have any food, Cindy?
One of the hard things about caring for pangolins is the weaning process, getting the baby to eat on its own. Tony is very inquisitive. He spends so much time checking out something. Tony doesn't miss a beat. He just walks around and will climb on your legs and climb up the logs, and you can pet him and scratch his belly.
Okay, now are we ready to see if he'll eat something?
He's growing like a weed. He's not a baby anymore, although we will call him our baby forever. There's his tongue.
Hi, Cora. She's looking at us.
Sweetie. Now we need to go check on Cora and see how she's doing, and hopefully she's awake enough that she can come back home.
No tree climbing today.
Lactating female, she will eventually stop producing if nobody is nursing. So I do worry about the length of time that she's away from her cubs. Once you get past the 24-hour mark, we run into that risk. Just something she can't do anymore if she's gone too long.
Oh, boy.
So the fun thing about, not so fun, when you have an animal recovering in a crate is you don't want to let them out until they're with it. It's hard to know if they may be just fooling you while they're in the crate.
It's okay. Take your time, all right?
Oh, there she goes. Oh, she's a little drunk. Okay. Vet staff was fine with us taking her down. We were fine, and she looked bright-eyed and like she's got it all together. We let her out.
Oh, dear.
Okay. Oh, there she goes. Oh, she's a little drunk. Okay. We let her out, and she immediately rolls down the hill. So, you know, in hindsight, maybe we should have waited a little bit longer, but again, it's hard to tell. Okay, let's just stay over here. So Cora was not using her front leg this morning, so she was just anesthetized. It's hard to tell when they're in a crate if they're fully awake.
Yeah.
She is not fully awake. She's awake, but you know, a little clumsy.
Why are you walking this way?
So then we were just making sure she didn't wander into a moat or whatnot.
You're making me nervous, Cora. You're gonna fall into the pool. And now I'm concerned, because the exhibit has trees, it has the hill, it has the moat, it has the catwalk that she has to walk up, and now I'm freaking out because how is she gonna navigate the yard? Oh gosh. Oh gosh.
Oh, good Lord.
You're okay. Where are you going?
My leg hurts and I'm feeling a little woozy.
So I'll definitely be keeping an eye on her.
I know. Oh, poor baby. My hope for Cora and her babies moving forward is that we have no more injuries. We're all watching Cora a lot in the box to make sure that she's being a good mom and in with her babies where she's supposed to be.
Okay, ready? Let's go. Yeah. All right. So this morning we're taking Torvi over to MedVet to take the rest of the plate off of her jaw.
Thank you.
Bye, Torvi.
We really were hoping that we could get everything done at the zoo without having to move Torvi, without having to have a prolonged anesthetic. But unfortunately, in this case, it's in her best interest to take her to MedVet and make sure that they have everything that they may need to resolve this issue. Well, I've never done this backwards.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I can lift her if you want to pull the stretcher. As soon as we get to MedVet, everyone's expecting us. We go straight into a room, and it's go time.
How's she been doing since the last surgery?
Really good.
We're gonna have Dr. Barnhart, our surgeon there, to be able to remove the bone plate.
Just one strip screw in there.
Yes.
And so I got to cut into the screw and create sort of a new interface. It's my troublesome friend.
Okay.
So this is an extractor.
As soon as Dr. Barnhart comes in, I'm sure he's having just flashbacks how stubborn and how frustrating this screw is to remove. There's a magic tool.
That's what the magic tool is, huh?
And if I can't get it with this, then I will cut the plate. There's a mallet in there in that hamper.
Mallet. It's like the whole kitchen sink. This chisel and mallet came out, and I had to stop looking for a minute because that sounded terrible.
But it's still there.
Oh, that hammer with the clink, clink. Ding, ding, ding. It really looks like this is giving us some issues. So I'm really glad we decided to close up last time and come down here for what is already turning out to be a big procedure.
There's our problem friend right there.
So we just have the screw.
Yeah, so there's just a screw head to stick it out.
The screw's still there.
Yeah.
But it exposed the screw so we can get a grip on it. Finally, Dr. Barnhart has been able to cut the plate, and now all we have left is that little tiny screw that's been screwing up all of our plans.
It turned. Whatever turned, so.
I like it.
As the screw turns.
Goodness.
There it comes. Yay.
Nicely done. Dr. Barnhart got the screw out, complete and full, nothing left. We are good to go.
Yay!
There you guys, a little
Thanks.
fun stuff.
I love it.
It's tiny. This little piece caused all of this trouble.
That's gonna be a necklace.
All done.
How does it feel? Big victory?
Big but small victory. The screw's about that big, so but it felt really good getting in and out. All good in the end, though. The bone looks great, so everything else looks very healthy.
After some, you know, pretty long, pretty frustrating procedures, the end result was fantastic. The plate is out, so I'm hoping it's just up and up for Torby from now.
This morning is Moose Bertha's exam. Bertha has continued to have some coughing and some respiratory discharge, so we decided to do an anesthesia to get a good look, get some samples for diagnostics, and see if we can sort out what's at the bottom of her respiratory disease.
So maybe just one here. It's nice and cool this morning. We have all the supplies that we need. We have enough staff in, and we're ready to go. We don't immobilize moose very often here. We haven't done it in the 5 years I've been here, so I'm pretty nervous.
I'm totally gonna cry.
Why?
Just because I'm so anxious.
Kelly loves our moose. She really does. So she's been very nervous.
Did you sleep? I did not.
Not well.
Very freaked out. Didn't sleep very well. The moose are my favorite. Randy feels confident. I, on the other hand, am a mess. I'm just nervous, anxiety. I just want this to go well. So yeah, scared.
Oops, I guess I should get my dart gun.
You need the dart gun and the dart, Randy.
Oh, yeah.
Randy's just gonna will her to sleep with his mind.
Dart's in.
Is she darted yet?
Yep.
Okay.
I sometimes forget to breathe.
You gotta remember to breathe or else you pass out and then you're no good to anybody.
Dart's in. We got a good solid hit, stuck in the muscle.
Is she darted yet?
Yep.
Okay.
The drug acts as a tranquilizer first. It's not a real quick anesthesia, so she should slowly get sleepy and sit down.
Yeah, there's no way to like peek in.
Our procedure is close up the doors and watch through the cracks. But the keepers have lined the stall well with bedding to keep her from injuring herself when she falls down, so we can't see. Standing right there looking at me. It's working its magic. We got a good dart hit.
Nice shot.
Thank you.
Oh, she looks sleepy.
Oh.
That a girl. That a girl. Right there.
Oh, good girl.
That'll do nicely. Thank you. I'd say she's ready.
She seems pretty sleepy.
She down?
She out.
Katie and I will get her intubated. Anesthesia is a big part of the risk of a procedure, so we're going to get the procedure done efficiently and as quickly as we can. I'm sure it's in.
I feel it, yeah.
Just be careful, guys. She's kicking a little bit back here.
Ew.
She bit me.
She bit you? So that's your blood. Okay, good. I'm not happy that you're bleeding, but I'm happy that it's your blood.
Surprisingly, Bertha has a few significant points in her mouth. She's got some sharp edges. It's going very well. She's breathing well. We got her tube in, which took a little bit of work and a little bit of flesh and blood. But now we're getting ready to scope her lungs, and that will be hopefully where we get our best information.
All right, ready, Randy?
Yep. All right, here we go.
One of the biggest tools that Dr. Randy's going to utilize is bronchoscopy, and this is putting a fiber optic scope actually down into her lungs to see what's going on. Is it inflamed? Is there any sort of phlegm or other mucousy material that might be contributing to the cough? Are there parasites that we can see? So hopefully we'll get Dr. Randy some answers.
I don't know what we're looking at.
We're in
her lungs.
We're bronchioles in her lungs.
Okay, there's a lot of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a series of caverns.
So these look pretty clear. I expected to see a lot of goo there. Okay, hold on. Yeah, but the amount she's coughing, I expect to see pools of goo.
I know.
Oh, wait, no, back up.
We caught a booger.
Wait, I want to get that.
That's goo.
We'd see. So this is all mucus in her airway.
So that's what we're gonna test?
Yeah.
In order to try and get a sample from deep in the lung, we want to take some of the phlegm and the mucus that we see and actually suck it out into a sterile container and send that for culture, which is going to show us what organisms are growing and are of any of those causing the problems.
Is this up as high as it goes? We're not getting anything back. I'm not getting any suction.
Yeah, this machine's as high as this goes. It's because this portable suction's awful.
Of course, the suction unit that we bring decides to not work. Additionally, is not powerful enough to really pull out what we need. So we need to think outside of the box. What we're doing now isn't working.
I feel like I'd almost get more suction if I just
suck it yourself.
Somehow connected this and suck.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
Tessa gets it, man. She's gonna manually try and create some suction so we can get a sample.
Oh, I feel resistance that time.
Yeah. She puts all her strength behind it. You can do it. Nice! She creates a human suction and is able to get us a really good sample, which is gonna be vital in trying to diagnose Bertha's issue.
That's a winner.
Good work.
I went to MacGyver school.
Chunks, yes. Good work, Tessa. Excellent out-of-the-box thinking.
Problem-solving skills. Found your track star.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Whew.
Now we've got a fair
Yeah, you
number
can go ahead.
of floaties.
We got Chunks.
Yeah. Let's come out all the way out. We'll be done.
Besides goo, are you seeing anything else?
Goo's not normal.
Okay, yeah.
Lots of mucus, but not big pools like I was expecting.
Hopefully she doesn't try and stand up.
How you feeling?
Everything's going really well, but we still have the hurdle of her waking up. So hopefully this will be over soon and it'll be wonderful.
Versals are in.
She could pop up pretty quickly. If she pops up and she's a little groggy, that could be dangerous if she wrecks into you. If she pops up and she's not groggy at all, that could be even more dangerous because then she could kick you.
Middle? Yep. Yep.
Oh. Yep. Oh.
Here we go.
Let her go.
Easy, girl. Easy, girl.
Close that door. Dee, close that door.
Yeah, Dee Dee, close it.
Versals are in.
Yep. Yep.
Oh.
Yep.
She could pop up pretty quickly. If she pops up and she's a little groggy, that could be dangerous if she wrecks into you. If she pops up and she's not groggy at all, that could be even more dangerous because then she could kick you.
Oh.
Here she goes. Here we go.
Let her go.
Easy, girl. Easy, girl.
Perfect. So this is amazing. Bertha stood right up carefully.
Everybody else?
Close that door. Dee, close that door.
Yeah, Dee Dee, close it.
That was good. Good job, guys.
This is a huge relief. The rest of my day is going to be great.
All right, good job, everyone.
God, I love it when they just stand up.
Yeah.
Hey.
Come here, Bertha.
We had lots of good samples, so we'll get an idea what's going on down there. The lungs didn't look as bad as I thought. I thought we'd see stuff like this down in the airways, but we did not. A lot of mucus, and we got good samples, but nothing was occluded. Sounds more like just a bronchial irritation.
I don't think today could have gone any better. She went down nice and smoothly. We were able to do everything that we went to do. We're hopefully going to get some answers. Her recovery was great. I'm not sure how long it's going to take for those results to go out and come back. It's usually at least a week, but we'll see. Hopefully we get some answers. Thanks, Randy.
Bertha. Hey, beautiful Bertha.
gosh. Look at those faces. Get in there.
Look how cute they are. Oh, all right. I don't want to wake them up.
Now that Cora is really doing better, her leg is obviously healing and it's not a serious issue, I feel like things are going to get better. The cubs are going to continue to grow. Hi, sweetheart. It's okay. Just more fun to come. We're going to try to weigh Cora's cubs today just to make sure that they're gaining a good amount of weight like they should.
Oh, I know.
Who's gonna yell at you?
Hello.
Oh. The male is a little bit feistier. He barks and lunges at you.
Oh my God.
Hi. Oh, goodness. I know. You don't have to yell. You don't have to yell. Here. I'm going to say 7:31. Okay, that's where it stopped for the longest. Adam, if you'd like to take her out.
They haven't lost weight, they've still gained, and that's all good. The cubs are like spontaneously combustible cute. Like, how is it that they exist? It's one of those things, like, how can you exist in this world being that cute? I don't even need to hold on to you.
I don't need to hold on to you. Oh my goodness, look at your face.
When they can peek out over the edge, that's my favorite. I know, you want your mama. Go find your sister. Here you go. What'd you think? Your babies are doing good.
Hi, Priya.
Hi, Erin.
Tori wants to say hi, Priya. Just an angry kitty today, but she's doing good.
Yeah, she's up there going, why?
Why are you letting this lady look at me?
I know,
What
yeah.
is going on?
It's been a somewhat long road, a somewhat frustrating road. Hopefully Torby feels very happy as we do that her plate is out.
She's taking all the meds, everything's going well.
Yeah, she's really surprised us with how resilient she's been through all of this.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Chewing normally.
All of that good stuff.
That's incredible.
Yeah, I hope this is the end of it. I hope we never have to deal with this again, because this has just been, I mean, it was just such an ordeal. I think we are all ready for this chapter in the book to be closed forever. I'm glad she can just be happy and healthy Lynx from here on out.
Kind of feel bad for her from having this play in and not causing any issues for years, and then all of a sudden it's like sedation after sedation after sedation. So
Right.
we are 100% on the same page.
I'm just so thankful that she's doing so awesome.
I don't know who's louder, you or him.
When they cultured the schmutz that we were able to take out of Bertha's lungs, we found that a different antibiotic would actually be better for this application. So we've moved forward with doing weekly dosing. So I definitely think that this course of treatment is having a lot of positive effects.
Perfect.
And that's why we did the lavage and got the sample.
That is French, right?
Lavage.
Lavage?
Yeah.
Lavage. Bronchial alveolar lavage.
Yeah, okay, that's what I thought you said.
What he said.
I know, and I was
Yeah.
like, oh, of course.
Bertha's been a good patient. She is very tolerant. She's not happy about getting her once-a-week darts, but she doesn't seem to hold a grudge. So hopefully we'll get her resolved, and she'll continue to do well.
Yay! My favorite. Yeah, this is a huge relief. All of the worrying about what's going to happen, what we're going to find, that's all over with. So it's a good day. Yum, 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 yum.